Joining me now from Capitol Hill is Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. She is also deputy chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. Congresswoman, thank you for being with us today. This morning, House Speaker Mike Johnson repeated his accusation that it's your party that won't do anything to further a deal until after the No Kings rally. Let's listen to what he said.
How does this end? I do think it has a lot to do with the Hate America rally that'll be on the mall on Saturday. You're going to have all the Antifa and BLM and pro-Hamas. Watch who assembles there. All the Marxists will be on the mall. They can't open the government, apparently, until that rally is over because they can't face the angry mob.
Okay, Congresswoman, are Democrats holding out for political reasons and for optics, or is this really and truly about health care?
I do believe that the speaker is projecting. We are not playing politics here. We are in the business of trying to make sure millions of Americans have health care access. And there are no people dying because they can't afford to be insured in this country. This shutdown is essentially about the health care crisis that we are trying to prevent.
We heard Senate Majority Leader John Thune tell Ali Vitale Republicans are open to negotiating on health care. Seems like Republicans are moving slightly off their lily pad, according to Ali's reporting. So why not encourage your Senate colleagues, your Senate counterparts, to take him up on that offer and reopen the government in the meantime?
Well, it's kind of fascinating that Leader Thune would make that kind of statement on TV, but he is not willing to sit down and talk to Leader Schumer or Hakeem Jeffries here in the House. What we have been asking for as Democrats is to say, you know, Republicans, you have control of the House, you have control of the Senate, you have control of the executive. It is your job to come to the negotiating table to make sure that we all have an understanding of what it will take for us to save the American people from the healthcare crisis that is upon them. And what the Republicans have refused so far is to come to the negotiating table, to have that conversation, and to tell us what they are willing to do so that we can, you know, be able to negotiate with them.
How long can Democrats hold out here before this shutdown causes real harm to Americans? Don't both parties essentially lose out the longer this drags on? And the biggest loser in all of this is the American people.
I mean, the American people are going to be hugely impacted by the healthcare crisis that we are looking at. It is going to be severely devastating when some of the folks that we are talking about can see their subsidies go up to 75% increase. And that is going to be a huge devastation when we're going to see rural clinics close down and people are not able to get the kind of healthcare access that they desire. So that is what the Democrats are really fighting for. And we just need our Republican counterparts who are in charge here to come to the negotiating table to understand that they don't have the votes in the Senate. And the only way that they are able to accomplish anything is by talking to and negotiating with Democrats.
Are you concerned for the federal workers, the thousands of them that are furloughed during this, who are out of work, as this continues to drag on, potentially until or through Thanksgiving?
It is completely devastating. I cannot, underscore just how incredibly damaging it might be for some of these workers who are going to miss a paycheck. And that might mean they're not able to pay for their child care. It might mean they might not be able to afford food. It could mean that they might not be able to afford their rent or mortgage. And that is why this is even more important for us to be here negotiating to figure out how to reopen the government, but also address the healthcare crisis that we have been talking about.
I think the American people would hope those negotiations continue. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, thank you so much for spending time with us.